There's never been something in my life I did and I didn't want to be the best at. The adrenaline rush when you're racing, like the speed of it, it's just so naturally fast-paced. I feel like that's the pace I'm comfortable in life. Say IndyCar and Formula One, it's more of an art form because you're watching guys essentially go around a track at like 200 miles an hour. I mean, it's a balancing act. That's the art form of it. That's the beauty. It takes a certain skill or courage to go around a corner and see how fast you can go before you get sideways. There's a lot that goes on. The amount of focus that goes in it, it's just energy draining. I'm also dyslexic, so ADHD and dyslexic, and first thing they think of is, you've got ADHD, this is silly. I mean, it's dangerous for you to be out on a track. Throughout my life, when I think of something, I think of it for 2 seconds, then I jump to another thought. I'd be thinking of like 7 different things. I'd go through one thing to the other, then after 7 subjects in my head, go back to the first one. It's very sporadic. And I think that's just like the pace at which I enjoy thinking is just a little quicker. And when I step into a race car, unlike anything else in life, like, you know, reading, writing, or anything like that, where I just cannot sit still, racing the natural pace of it, going 160 miles an hour and such, it's just so fast that it's like the pace I'm meant for. When I'm at that pace, when things are going at that rhythm, I feel in sync, I feel in control, I feel calm. When I grew up in the public school system, I was bullied a lot. Why? Because I was illiterate. I could not read, I could not write. When other kids were progressing and everything, I just couldn't pay attention. It was the hardest thing. It was like torture just making me sit in a seat. I just thought, you know what? I'm stupid. I accepted it. And that was one of the worst things I ever did in my life. One of my biggest flaws, accepting that I was nothing. And so that's why it's so important for me now, you know, given I have lived my dream to an extent, but there's just so much more to go. But at the same time, I can and I want to go tell kids with the same issue that this will just make you stronger. I do that through CHADD, through the educational system, to just be more open-minded. I think we're so close-minded by how people learn things. And I'd like to change that. That's something I'd like to do with my life. And what pushes me is I just love breaking limits. I mean, that's something I'm deeply passionate about, anything. That's just the way I do things. I love challenges, and that's the way I live my life. When I see things, I just want to break them down and beat them.